Hey everyone, today I'm taking a look at two pretty popular charting platforms, TradingView and StockCharts.com. These are both great charting platforms for technical analysis, but they have some different focus areas and strengths, so I'm going to compare them head to head and help you decide which one of these platforms is a better choice for you. So I want to dive right into TradingView and take a look at that first. So this is just the dashboard for the platform, but the bulk of TradingView is in the charting interface. So we're going to take a look at the chart for Apple stock, and I'll show you all the kind of different features that TradingView offers for technical analysis. So here we're looking at a daily chart of Apple. And you can see I've got a few exponential moving averages plotted, volume bars, MACD, and you can see earnings and dividend payouts as well on the chart. It's really easy to scroll the chart as well as zoom in and out. You can quickly expand or shrink the y-axis range here. And if you just click, it brings it back to a fit, which is really convenient. There's a ton of different time intervals available in TradingView, everything from 1 tick to 12 months. You can also define custom intervals if you prefer and don't like what's there. Really great flexibility there. A ton of bar options, everything from candles to Heikin-Ashi charts, Renko and point and figure charts. There's also volume footprints and time price opportunity charts. A lot of different capabilities in this platform. Another thing I really like about TradingView is the indicators. This is a really standout aspect of TradingView that makes it one of the best charting platforms out there for technical analysts. So the platform comes with probably around 150 to 200 technical indicators built in, but you can also dive into pre-made strategies. So these usually combine multiple indicators to create strategies. So for example, there's MACD-based strategies, Bollinger Bands-based strategies, and more. Also, there's financial metrics that you can plot on the charts, and you can create your own custom indicators using the Pine Editor script. This is a coding language. There's definitely an upfront learning curve here, but it's really powerful for creating your own custom indicators. And you can make basically anything you want with this Pine Editor. It's really powerful, and TradingView does a really nice job with documenting how to use it so you can dive in. The other thing TradingView offers are community contributed indicators. So anyone on the platform can create their own indicators using that Pine script editor and then make them publicly available to the entire TradingView community. So there are thousands and thousands of indicators in TradingView here. These are some of the editor's picks. So these are picked by the TradingView team. There's also indicators by popularity or ones that are trending recently. A lot of these come with some basic documentation so you can figure out what the indicator is and how to use it. But you're also welcome to just play around with these. They're all free to use and add to your charts. One thing I want to point out, because it's going to be a big difference from StockCharts.com, is that as you slide your cursor over the charts in TradingView, it's really interactive. So you can see that we're getting information about the high, low, open, and close on specific dates that we're moving over with our cursor. We're also seeing the moving average indicators and the volume indicator that I have plotted. The values for those are changing as I move the cursor around. And I should point out, it's really easy to customize the look and feel of these indicators. You can just change the settings, so the way that the lines are colored or their thickness, things like that. Another thing I should point out is that TradingView offers indicators on indicators. So you can add an indicator on top of an indicator or strategy. This is a really nice way to do complicated things like take a moving average of your MACD or a moving average of your RSI, things like that. TradingView also allows you to connect the platform to a wide range of brokers. So when you do that, you can actually trade directly from your charts, and TradingView also supports automated trading strategies using webhooks. Another really cool feature that TradingView offers that's not available within StockCharts.com, and I think is really valuable, especially for day traders, is bar replay. So you can look back to, say, a couple weeks ago on this chart and cut it off there. And then we'll actually play this forward, and you can customize the speed here of the replay. This is a really cool way. If you have a setup that you're looking at and you think, yeah, I would probably trade that based on my strategy, you can actually go back to that when that bar first appears, when you're thinking, okay, this looks like an entry point for me, and replay that and think about how you would react in real time as those bars play out on your chart. So it's kind of a different approach to backtesting where you're seeing if a strategy works, and allowing you to actually see how you would react to price action in real time. Really powerful for day traders. Another aspect of TradingView that I think the platform does a great job with is alerts. The alerts in TradingView can be really complex and really well designed to suit your strategy. So you can see here we have a typical price alert, but you can also create alerts based on any of the indicators that you have on your chart. You can look for just a general crossing of whatever threshold you're looking at, or you can look at crossing up or crossing down. You can look at entering or exit specific channels. You can look at percent changes in that indicator and more. Alerts can be sent to you by email, SMS message, or appear on your screen. So there's a lot of customizability here. And these alerts, how flexible they are based on different indicators. You can even make multi-condition alerts that are based on multiple indicators. Really, really useful for fast-paced trading, as well as swing traders who are watching a number of different charts and want to get alerted when there's an entry opportunity available. And then the last thing I want to show you within TradingView is the stock scanner. This is a really great scanner. It's one of my favorites out there. It just offers a lot of metrics and it's really easy to use. So you can see here, there's a bunch of kind of suggested metrics. It's really easy to add even more. There's all sorts of metrics available within TradingView based on technical analysis, as well as stock fundamental and financial information, including valuation metrics. So really customizable here. One thing I like is that when you're actually looking at these figures for these parameters, TradingView will suggest value ranges that you can use and give you an idea of, are those average? Are they very high? Are they very low? You can also, of course, set up these ranges manually so you're not just stuck with the ranges that TradingView defaults to. In the results table down here, you can customize this any way you like. There's a bunch of different built-in views. So for example, if you're interested in valuation, you can pull up a valuation focused table to kind of sort and look through your results. The other thing that's really cool here is you can actually look at charts for each of these stocks in your screener list, and you can turn these into candlestick charts. And this is a really nice way to quickly eyeball through and look for potential setups to trade. All in all, I think TradingView is one of the best charting platforms out there. It's super flexible, really designed to meet the needs of every technical analysis, from day traders to active investors, and just does a great job, very easy to use. So with that, let's talk a little bit about how much this platform costs. There are 4 paid plans along with a free plan, so you can try out TradingView completely free. The main limitation there is you're only going to get 1 chart per window and only about 2 indicators per chart. There are also some limitations on price alerts, technical alerts, and your historical data. So the free plan is a really great option for the occasional chartist. More advanced traders who need, more charts per window or more technical indicators per chart, or just more flexibility to use all of TradingView's different analysis and strategy features, will definitely want to consider the paid plan. The essential plan, I think, is actually a little bit too little for most traders. It offers 2 charts per window, 5 indicators per chart, and up to 20 alerts, both price alerts and then 20 technical alerts. It doesn't offer quite all of the different chart types that TradingView includes, so you don't get access to intraday Renko, point and figure, or Kagi charts. You also can't set up multi-condition alerts, so there still are some limitations on those technical alerts. To me, most traders are going to need this Plus plan, which costs $33.95 per month or $28.29 per month if you pay annually. Here you're getting 4 charts per window, 10 indicators per chart. You're getting up to 100 price alerts and 100 technical alerts. You are adding multi-condition alerts. You can create custom formulas using that Pine script editor. And you also get the ability to add more brokerages and more custom data feeds if you want them. The premium and ultimate plans are going to be really for more advanced and even professional traders. These start at $56.49 per month and $199.95 per month, respectively, when you pay annually. These are going to give you more charts per window, more indicators per chart, more alerts, and unlock all of TradingView's really advanced features, including volume footprints, volume candles, that time price opportunity chart, and then also second base alerts. So these are really good if you're a very fast-paced day trader or even using scalping strategies. But the main takeaway I want on this pricing is most traders are going to be great with this Plus plan. Again, $28.29 per month if you pay annually, or $33.95 per month if you pay monthly. And TradingView has a great free plan that's definitely worth trying out before you dive into the platform with a paid subscription. So now I want to jump over to StockCharts.com. This takes a slightly less rigorous approach to technical analysis, but a lot of people are going to like the style and the feel of the charts in this platform. So StockCharts.com offers two different charting platforms. There's SharpChart and ACP, which is the advanced charting platform. So I'm going to show you first the chart for Apple using SharpChart. SharpChart's interesting because it's actually a pretty static chart style. So this whole window here is actually a static image. You can see as I move the mouse around, we're not seeing price information changing. We're not getting values for the indicators at past points in time. This is a totally static image, and we can customize what it looks like using the data options down here. So we can change the overlays, we can change the indicators, and StockCharts.com has a ton of different overlays and indicators, but not nearly as many as what TradingView offers. And importantly, there's no community to contribute additional indicators that you can plug into your charts. The other thing that StockCharts.com doesn't offer is the ability to create custom indicators. That's a huge shortcoming for more advanced chartists who have their own custom indicators and strategies they want to apply to their charts. I really like the look and feel of Sharp Charts, and I like that you can customize these, but the lack of interactivity and the lack of being able to create custom technical indicators is going to be a big shortcoming for some traders. StockChart's Advanced Charting Platform, or ACP, is going to be a little bit more like what we get in TradingView. This is an interactive charting platform where as you move around, you're going to get price data, you're going to see indicator values for past bars, and it just gives you a little bit more immediate access to add indicators, change your time frame, etc. So you can see here, the advanced charting platform offers bars ranging from 1 minute to up to yearly. With the most advanced StockCharts.com plans, you can't customize this time frame, unfortunately, so you're limited to what the platform offers. You have a few different chart types, candlesticks, open, high, low, close bars, Heiken Ashi. You can create performance as well as these volume candle charts. So those are a premium feature in TradingView that are going to require one of the higher end plans, just to point that out. You can quickly, this interface feels a lot like TradingView, where you can quickly edit the attributes of the indicators you have on your chart just by clicking that little settings symbol. If you want to add more indicators, there's a bunch of options here, just in this sideband. Really easy to add. You can favorite your most commonly used ones, so it's easy to access them going forward. On the whole, I think StockCharts.com's advanced charting platform has a lot in common with TradingView in terms of look and feel, but TradingView just, again, gives you much more flexibility. Again, there's no way to create your own custom indicators in StockCharts.com. You don't have access to community contributed indicators. And I don't love that you can't connect a brokerage for trading here. And the other thing that's missing is that bar replay that can be really helpful for day traders. Overall, the look and feel of StockCharts.com's advanced charting platform reminds me a lot of TradingView. There's a lot of similarities between them, but I do feel like StockCharts.com has more limitations. First, you can't create your own custom indicators in here. There's no scripting language for that. StockCharts.com also is limited to chart intervals as low as 1 minute, whereas TradingView offers tick-by-tick charts. You can connect a brokerage to StockCharts.com, so that's a plus, but the platform doesn't have those community contributed indicators either, and there's no bar replay in StockCharts.com. Notably, StockCharts.com does have some alerts and scanners, just like in TradingView, but the platform works quite a bit differently. So in StockCharts.com, if you want to create a scan, there's no sort of drop-down menu or selectable parameters that you can just quickly create a scan in the same window as your chart. If you want to create your own scan, you need to use this scan workbench, which is essentially a coding interface. It's pretty complicated and it reminds me a bit of PineScript, but it is a totally different language. So you're going to have to do a whole new learning curve if you've learned PineScript and then want to switch to here. The one sort of upside of this that I'll say is that you can sort of use this menu down here as a cheat sheet. So for example, if you want to add a simple moving average parameter, we can choose that down here, add it, and it will pop up in the coding box here, and then we can go ahead and customize this according to the values we want. So it still feels a lot more complicated than the interface that TradingView offers, but at least StockCharts.com is giving you this sort of cheat sheet approach to build your own scans. It's also worth noting that StockCharts.com does come with a library of sample scans that you can edit and customize. These are available for technical indicators, candlestick patterns, point and figure charts, and there are a few expert created scans that you can customize for yourself. Alerts in StockCharts.com are very customizable, but they work similar to how the scanning function works. So there is a relatively simple price alert option here, but if you want to create alerts based on technical indicators or anything else like that, you are going to have to dive into, again, this coding box. Once again, there's kind of the cheat sheet list of options down here to help you create your alerts, but you are going to have to work with StockCharts.com's coding language. That's the meat of StockCharts.com, but there are a few other features I want to show you that help differentiate the platform from TradingView. So first is point and figure charts. These are available in TradingView, but I think StockCharts.com does just an awesome job with these. They're really clear. This is that same sort of easy to look at static image that you're getting from the Sharp Charts side of StockCharts.com. And it's really easy to customize these point and figure charts to suit your needs. If you're interested in point and figure charts, StockCharts.com has one of the better implementations of this, I would say. The other thing I really like is this gallery view. You can achieve something similar in TradingView, but it takes a little bit more work. But this allows you to look at a single ticker over intraday charts, daily charts, weekly charts, and then a point and figure chart. So getting the same chart with indicators on different time frames can be really powerful for swing traders and active investors especially. And then finally, another type of chart that I haven't seen anywhere else that I think can be really powerful is this relative rotational graph charts, or RRG chart. Here we're looking at momentum in specific indicators and how it's changing over time. So StockCharts.com does a nice job of kind of separating this into quadrants so it's pretty readable. Here in the bottom left, we can see these are stocks with lagging momentum. Top right is leading momentum. And then top left and bottom right, we can see whether momentum is improving or weakening. And so to give you an example, for this ticker that's in green here, it has really strong momentum that's improving over time. And then it's actually weakening sharply in the last time frame of this analysis. And this chart is totally customizable in terms of the benchmark that momentum is being compared against, the period and the total range that's being looked at, and of course, what tickers you're looking at. So with that, I want to dive into StockCharts.com's pricing a little bit. So the platform offers 4 plans, including a free plan that's actually really nice. It's a little bit more capable than what you get with TradingView. You get 3 technical indicators per chart, as well as 3 technical overlays per chart. The data isn't real time, so be careful using this. It's better for active investors than day or swing traders. You're also not going to get alerts with that free plan, but it is just a nice way to get access to good-looking charts with the indicators you want on them. The basic plan offers most of the capabilities of StockCharts.com. You're getting 25 indicators and 25 overlays per chart, intraday charts. You can trade directly from stock charts with a brokerage integration. You're getting a limited number of price alerts, but you do get some of those. And you're also getting those additional chart types that I showed you, like the candle glance charts and the RRG charts. And that basic plan costs $19.95 per month. The extra plan costs $29.95 per month, so still relatively competitive with TradingView's pricing. And it's adding additional price alerts, more historical data, as well as more saved chart layouts and more data sets per chart. So basically just building on all of the capabilities that StockCharts.com's basic plan offers. And then the same goes for the Pro plan, which is $49.95 per month. You're getting faster refresh intervals on your scans and charts. You're getting more resolution on Sharp Chart charts and historical data back to 1900. So I think that's overkill for the majority of traders. Honestly, the basic or extra plan, very affordable options and really capable. That basic plan, again, $19.95 per month. And that's going to be a really good alternative to TradingView if you want full access to StockCharts.com's indicators and various charting options. So with that, which of these platforms is right for you and how do you decide? I would say that in general, I personally prefer TradingView over StockCharts.com. I think it's more flexible and offers a lot more capabilities, particularly for intraday traders. You're getting access again to things like customizable technical indicators, community contributed indicators, bar replay, much easier to use stock scanner, as well as importantly, charts down to 1 tick timeframes and a much wider range of brokerage integrations. That said, TradingView has so many capabilities that it can have a bit of a learning curve, especially if you haven't used an advanced charting platform like this before, in which case StockCharts.com might be a better option. It's really easy to get started with those sharp charts, and they just look good. They do lack a lot of flexibility, so I don't think they're quite as good for intraday trading. I definitely recommend those more for swing traders and active investors who are looking for easy to read, easy to customize charts. StockCharts.com's advanced charting platform, or ACP, looks and feels a lot more like TradingView, but it doesn't have all of the same features or customizability. So I feel like it's just not as good if you're looking for a really capable, really customizable intraday trading platform. I also really have a hard time with StockCharts.com's scans and alerts. They're just not very user-friendly. You have to really kind of dive into that coding language just to set up a basic scan. That said, both of these platforms have free plans, so I really encourage you to try each of them out for yourself and see which style and which kind of approach to charting you prefer. In addition, if you want to learn more about either TradingView or StockCharts.com, I have video reviews on both platforms, so I encourage you to check those out to learn more.